let's go outside. Let's take a walk in the sun. There are things to learn and things to see. A big wide world for you, your dog, and me. Dog Talk. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Dog Talk. I'm Pat Becker, and this is Natasha Wright. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, Pat?
And this dog is Dog of the Week. Nancy had said this dog was outstanding, and her name is Lindy. Is that right?
That's right. Lindy, the long-legged Labradoodle.
So she is a Labradoodle. And so where did you get this dog?
Lindy came from a breeder in Ardmore. She was one of 11 in her litter.
Lindy, come here. Can you come here? Yes. Oh, what a pretty girl you are. Yes, I see now that she is. I can see the Labradoodle in her. She's got a little bit of fuzz here. Yes, sir. So what do you do with your dog?
Lindy competes in AKC agility as well as canine nose work.
So you are very active. And God bless you for doing that. But one of my missions is to get everybody to interact with their dogs.
Absolutely.
I mean, every dog, every breed, even if it's a crossbred, can do something, you know. And enjoying life is what they really, really, really understand when they're with their handlers,
Absolutely.
when they're with their owners, because that to them is, as I say, brings them joy. So how long have you say she's 8 years old, did you tell me?
Yes, that's correct.
And so she's been active for this length of time?
We've been training in agility for about 7 years with Nancy Haddock at Twister Agility. We've been competing for about 5 years in agility and about 3 in nose work.
And you know, I might add too, it is not, for a lot of people, competing is not their thing.
That's
but
true.
Getting to this kind of activity, and it's just fun. And older people can do it, younger people can do it. We've had junior handlers that do it, you know, and it's just fun. It's interaction, and that is the important thing. So, you know, we have made her the Dog of the Week, and we are very proud of her for everything that she does, because she is a darling girl. Are you a darling girl, huh?
Baby.
Are you a darling girl? Oh, what is that? That is something for you, Lindy. And I have a $100 gift certificate for your mom. That's to A1 Pet Emporium. We've got all kinds of good toys in here for Lindy. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. We've got chew toys and we've got balls and all kinds of things, and we hope that she enjoys them. Thank you so much for doing what you do with her, for giving her a life that she is really, really enjoying, and I can tell. So you take care, and thanks again for being the Dog of the Week.
Thank you so much, Pat.
Lindy, you're a
it.
good girl. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats. Quality does not have to cost more, and we only have the best. If your pet suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, or hair loss, it may be the result of their diet. A1 Pet Emporium can help. We offer pet portraits monthly, adorable rescue animals every Saturday from noon to 4, and free dog and cat food samples. Locally owned and operated, we want to be your neighborhood pet store.
And always good to see Tom Adams. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me out.
And the Backwoods store has so many things in it. If you decide to go camping, Ted, I mean, this is where you have to go.
I could use some physical activity, so this is probably a good segment for me.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So tell us about the books that you have over here.
Pat, I brought out kind of a suggestion of maybe some destinations. When you get ready to go out on the hike, you certainly want to do some planning. And I think a lot of these guidebooks are great, great materials to kind of look at and say, how far do I want to take a hike, or is this the area? Is this the time of year?
Yeah,
so
of course.
These guidebooks are great.
Yeah, they are. They are great, and then we are surrounded by a lot of different places to go. Now, you brought some shoes to wear when we hike.
You bet. I think that's one thing that a lot of folks, if they take off on a day hike or something like that, certainly don't want to be out in flip-flops and sandals and things like that. We want to protect our feet.
Yeah.
So a couple of models here that are lightweight. A good supportive tennis shoe could work pretty well on a short day hike. If we start to go longer distances and rougher terrain and trail, we want to talk about something that's a little higher topped and a little more supportive.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
and I see you have some good things to eat here, little things that you can carry
Tom
with
brought
you.
snacks.
Yeah.
snacks to eat. And,
We'll have to sample them at the end.
Exactly. So what is this? This is huge. Look
Pat,
at this, Ted.
That's a day pack that would, it's about the right size that you would put some emergency things, just be prepared, but be the right size to put in a rain jacket and things like that. But it also has a built-in hydration container, so it would be water or something like that. And we want to recommend everybody that starts out on a day hike that they take at least 1 liter of water when they start, depending on the distance. Think about a couple of liters of water over a 3 to 4 hour period, depending on the time of year.
Yeah, let me ask you a question along those lines. Which is the best time to go camping? In which season?
Here in Oklahoma, my personal favorite is in the fall. I think there's some beautiful times in winter. I mean, we get some warm days. I think in February we average temperatures in the low 50s.
Yeah.
So I think fall is a great time. Spring is good. Middle of the summer, I get a lot of my folks and friends headed out to the Rocky Mountain states. So,
and that's
Awesome.
perfect. And around here, it's a little precarious because if in 100-degree weather, you really need to be aware of dehydration and that sort of thing, getting overheated. We so appreciate this. And remember, a couple of years ago, we took a video of camping, and you were so helpful.
That was a ton of fun. I'd love to go back and revisit it.
Well, let's do.
Fantastic.
The best plan for going camping with your friends and your dogs is to have a plan. And I wanted the best information I could find. I found it at the Backwoods store and an advisor named Tom Adams. Tom introduced me to the proper clothing that we would need, weather and insect-proof. He had every piece of equipment we would ever want, from compasses to flashlights to something for cleaning spring water so that we could drink it. And then we talked about the best equipment for taking our dogs with us on such an outing. I noticed that we had some super little comfort kind of floating devices for animals. Now, tell me about these.
This is a product called the Float Coat. So it's got some foam in it. So this would be something you'd put around your favorite buddy when you're headed to the creek or river, if you're out canoeing or out in the boat. They could get in the water a little bit, and this would give them some buoyancy, but also a handle to lift them out of the water, put them right back in the boat.
Sure, and I see they come in the different sizes, which is really nice.
You bet.
Because obviously the big dogs need it, and of course the little dogs for sure.
That's
and
correct.
I saw these that were so interesting. Tell me about them.
This is basically a harnessing system, so that, I'm not real a fan of a collar or a choke chain.
Oh,
or any of those
especially
kinds
if you're
of
out in
things
the
like
woods
that.
and all.
Yeah, it's just a device to help kind of keep them close to you and in control. We have the leash point here, but also a handle if they get down in some place where you need to lift them back out or something like that. But it's padded, it's very comfortable, it can be adjusted in size depending on chest size of the dog.
Now, can they run in these?
Sure could. There's nothing about them that would encumber them from running and just having fun.
Oh,
you betcha.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about this.
All right. So you're going to take your buddy on the trail with you. We want him or her to be able to carry along maybe their dog food. So the 2 packs here, we would load Ziplocs full of dog food on each side and let them help you carry out some of the food. Now, that takes a little time to get used to them. You want to put them on and let them wear them empty, and then put a little food on each side to kind of balance it, and then kind of up the weight a little bit at a time. But they're strong critters. They can carry their load.
Exactly, and they can travel and go cross country in those. That is just wonderful.
A great tool.
So tell me then, the next thing that I think that we probably need is a place to stay.
Fantastic. We have that right behind us here.
There you go.
You betcha. This is a tent that's a 3-man tent. I've laid a sleeping bag and a pad in there to kind of show its size. But certainly a sleeping pad would help insulate us from the ground and also give us a little bit of comfort. And then some type of sleeping bag, or if it's a warm time of year, a sleep sheet, something very light. But this is a lightweight 30-degree sleeping bag that packs very small. Let me show you the stuff sack size on it. All that sleeping bag packs right down into that little bag.
Excellent.
So
and I noticed
easy to carry.
this is so light. It's incredible.
Yeah, this tent would weigh in at just under 5 pounds. Rain fly, poles, body.
That is
everything
incredible.
we need to sleep. So all 3 of us could dive in there and
yeah, and
get a
this
good
would
night's
be
sleep.
perfect for 2 people and a couple dogs.
Absolutely. We want to give a little bit of room for our buddies being inside there. The rain fly that stretches over here has basically kind of porches over each door. So we could put gear or equipment out underneath those. So yes.
And this thing packs up. Obviously, you have to assemble it. So how large is the pack up that it comes in? Just a regular size?
Well, its stuffed sack would be about 22 inches long and about 5 inches in diameter.
Wow.
So it rolls up very, very light. We have aluminum pole structure, so the aluminum is very light, very strong, very durable. So with Oklahoma winds and things like that, we have a structure that will keep us out of the elements.
And
if it's
do you
raining.
have to stake it down then?
Yeah, 4 corners of the tent we would want to stake down so it doesn't blow away from us.
And you have a rain shield then, and so gosh.
We would be safe from the elements. You
I
bet.
am so impressed, and I feel really ready for this. This is just excellent. We thank you so much,
bet.
Tom. This has been great.
Thanks for
now,
dropping by.
I'm thinking maybe you should come with us to kind of help set that up.
When are
Could
we
you
going?
do that?
Let's go.
I'm ready. How exciting. We picked a campground and proceeded to learn how to enjoy camping. I invited Colby Wilson to come along to lend us a hand, Tom Adams, of course, Susan Owens and Tug, Katie Thompson and Jet, and my producer Janice Kramer and her dog Duke. While everybody else is busy setting up camp, I'm going to give us a few suggestions about camping with your dog. Number 1, where your camp is an important factor. Not all national, state, or regional parks allow dogs off trails, so you have to be careful about that. Number 2, you can make campsite reservations, and that makes it a lot easier for areas like this that are wide, that have picnic tables, and maybe a pond in the back. Number 3, go to the public camping websites. That's the best place to find out. You choose one that's perfect for you and your dog family. The ones that have water and maybe bathroom facilities might be the way you want to go. Number 4, you can take your RV or you can go camping as we have, very primitively, very basic. This is going to be a lot of fun. Tom loaned us one of his personal tents to discover how easy it is to set up the correct temporary living space for campers and their dogs. While Colby and Tom assembled the tent, we watched. It looked easy and perfect. Janice and Duke looked right at home, and the size was perfect for Susan, Tug, Katie, and Jet. Rain or shine, they all had a place to come back and relax after a fun day of hiking and exploring their surroundings. So remember, folks, if you're going to take your dogs camping, have a plan and stick to that plan. And remember to pack a few things for you and your dogs. Leashes, tie-out, food, water, bowls, a first aid kit for everybody, paper plates, plastic utensils, plenty of water, trash bags, and a few tools that you think you might use. And when hiking, be sure to watch your dog's body language for signs that they may be detecting a wild animal. Be sure to keep your dog from chasing or harassing that animal. It is against the regulations in all parks, which means that your dog must have a proper recall. Be sure to pay attention to the temperature. Too cold or too hot for an older dog could become a medical issue. Leaving a campsite clean is a must. Having respect for the next campers and their dogs will be appreciated. So pick up the trash. So Tom, we really appreciate all of the help that you've been showing us how to do this, what to wear and what to bring. It's been a great experience. So guys, camping with your dog can be wonderful, a wonderful amount of fun. So go, enjoy, and just remember all the great tips that we've given you. Okay?
Come on, girls, let's go for a hike. Woohoo! Come on, Duke.
What? Wait a minute, who's gonna do the cooking tonight? Tom, can you cook? I should have brought my dog. What fun that was. I remember it. We're going to have to do that again sometime.
Can I come?
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
You can take over Duke this time.
All right,
He'll have a great time with you, Ted, I promise. It has just been so great, and I appreciate it. Thank you,
bet,
sir,
Pat.
as
Very
usual.
informative.
Yeah. You know, we have a segment coming on that I think you'll enjoy. Every once in a while, the viewers give me a tip about what they want to see. And somebody called me and said, you haven't done anything on Airedales. And I said, as a matter of fact, I have. Watch this. Stem to stern, nose to tail, athletic and sturdy, these little Airedales.
What a great companion she'd make to you. Playful, affable, brave, and true. No namby-pamby, weak Willie is he. He'll always keep you safe if need be.
So join us as we explore the trail of the history of the venerable Airedale.
And I know just who can do that for us, Jan Wiles. She knows all about the history of the breed. Come on, Mac, let's go. Come on, good boy, good boy. So Jan, I am so glad that we have you here today so you can let us in and enlighten us on this breed. Jan introduced us to Frances Martin from Tulsa, who's also an Airedale enthusiast. Welcome, Frances. Thank you. And I would like to introduce you to our junior Dog Talk girls, Renee and Paige and Catherine.
Hi, ladies. Could you tell us about the history of the Airedale breed?
Well, the Airedale Terrier is actually a pretty modern breed. They were bred, about 150 years ago, and the farmers in Yorkshire, in the Yorkshire area of England, wanted a dog that could jump into the river and catch the otters in the river. And so they bred the Airedale, the modern Airedale. They bred with the Otterhound and a variety of different terrier breeds, the old black and tan, and they became the Waterside Terrier. And after some experimentation, they found the dog that they liked as far as looks and size and temperament, and that became the modern Airedale Terrier.
And they are so handsome, aren't they?
They're beautiful dogs.
They are beautiful dogs.
Tell us about your dogs.
Jan said that Max, her male Airedale, is about 8 years old and has had him in her family for 6 years. So with your female, who is so sweet and so pretty, and her name is Claire. Claire, Jan's 5-year-old female, came from a rescue, and her owners had to surrender her for economic reasons.
So is there an Airedale rescue locally?
There are Airedale rescues, both in Oklahoma City and Tulsa.
And what we do in rescue is we rehome homeless Airedales, and we find them more appropriate places to live so that they can live out their lives in a happy forever home.
Well, we thank you so much for all of this input. It really has been a revelation for us, and we do appreciate it. And you know what? I think next we'll go and visit Dr. Jones, because I understand he is your veterinarian. He can give us some input onto the predispositions for medical illnesses of these dogs. Well, here we are again, Dr. Jones at Woodlake Animal Hospital. It's always good to see you.
Nice to see you.
And Jan Wiles tells me that you are her veterinarian, so we are here to find out about Airedales. So tell us about this animal.
Well, Airedale's the largest of the terrier breeds, which means you still get a ball full of energy just in a larger package. Very, very good dogs though, and as far as health concerns go, they're a pretty hardy dog. We don't see too many of them with terrible problems other than your normal growing problems. Since they are a bigger breed dog, that you're going to have some growing issues. And then as they get older, of course, we have to worry about things like hip dysplasia and elbow dysplasia. There are certifications for these guys as far as health goes for their eyes, so we do like to check out their eyes. Elbows, hips, like I said, thyroid is another big one, and heart. So there is a heart certification that these guys sometimes will get, especially if they are in the show breeding circuit, that sort of thing. But all in all, as far as when I see them here in the hospital, they're a pretty healthy bunch.
Excellent. So what about, I noticed that they are they can do the water thing, and they are clipped. So what about their skin? Is there any particular way of caring for that, or is it a problem at all?
I really don't see a lot of them with skin issues other than your kind of standard run-of-the-mill allergy type problem. But there's not a skin condition that I can think that our Airedales are predisposed to. Yeah, just kind of your typical allergy dogs, but that's it.
And I know that they do have really good temperaments. We have been enjoying them, and they make good watchdogs. I really love this breed, and I'm glad to hear that they have minimal problems medically. So have you ever had one that had a twist or had any kind of stomach or internal problems?
You know, if I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen an Airedale for bloat. But as I think back to all the dogs I've treated for bloat, I don't think I've ever seen an Airedale to have bloat.
Excellent.
No, knee tears would be pretty common because they are an active dog. So cruciate injury would be something that we see in these guys, and that's just because, again, they are high energy. They love to work. They love to play.
Oh, absolutely. And I know earlier that actually it was Claire who did a little agility, and they were running around and having a really great time. Super little dogs. So if you were to give someone some information who was going to purchase one of these breeds of dogs, what would you say?
If somebody asked me, I would probably tell them make sure they have a lot of time to devote to them because they are a very high energy dog, a very high drive dog. So this is somebody that needs room to run, somebody that needs a job. If you have something to give them, then they will do it. Not only will they protect your house, but they'll work for you. If it's somebody that you like to run with or jog with, this would be a good breed because they need to stay really active. Otherwise, if you put this dog in your backyard and don't pay any attention to him, you will have a problem child on your hands.
And I would say that for nearly every breed of dog. That's one of my missions, is to get them out of the backyard and you know, do something interesting and interactive, which Jan does, and I am so glad. Thank you so much, Dr. Jones. We appreciate it, as usual.
Anytime.
Our next stop was a visit to the Oklahoma City AKC Summer Classic Dog Show and to interview the winner of a confirmation Airedale class. This is the highlight of my day today, to get to interview the winner of the Airedale class. And I'm going to meet his handler, Chewy Moreno. How are you?
Really good. How are you?
Good. And this is Kelly
Yes.
Reynolds?
Yes, I'm his owner.
And so tell me, how did the dog do?
Well, today Seamus shows in the best of breed competition. He just won his class in the Airedale Breed. So now we're waiting for group tonight, and hopefully he can do good.
Excellent. So how do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm really excited. So I'm always really proud of him.
Here we have what we call the standard color like that, King of Terriers. Airedales are the biggest and the tallest terrier in the entire group. It's called itself the King of the Terriers.
The King of the Terriers. I like.
The general aspect, they have to have these principal characteristics: really harsh coat, wiry looking. We have two colors, black and tan, and grizzle, and in between, which is the mix, like this dog, the mix between black and grizzle, and the red, we call him tan. The height on the Airedale Terrier should be in males 23 inches, and bitches they should be less than that. He has to be really sturdy dog, really well alert. I mean, the name say it, King of Terriers, you know. Actually, at the beginning of the breed, in Germany and Great Britain, they start using, that was the beginning of the police dogs. They start using Airedales.
Exactly, I'm aware of that, and they used them in the armies too.
Exactly,
You know, they were messenger carriers and this sort of thing. So it is an all-purpose breed of dog, and it has become even more.
It's a beautiful breed.
It is a beautiful breed and great companion dogs.
Yes, they are.
Chewy, we'll let you go. I know that you're a busy man. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Good luck to everybody.
Thanks.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you so much, Kelly, and thank you for allowing us to see this dog. Seamus is just lovely. To finish our research, the girls and I wanted to test this breed on their capability for agility. So we took Claire and Sam to Nancy Haddock with Twister Agility. This is Frances and this is Jan.
Hi.
And we're going to see if these dogs would be good for agility. What do you think?
Oh, I bet they'd be outstanding at agility. Very athletic.
Are there many Airedales who do this kind of thing?
No, I don't see very many Airedales competing, but they're very athletic dogs, extremely smart.
Very strong.
Very strong.
Very healthy kind of thing. No reason why they couldn't.
That's right.
Well, we'll get out of yours and Renee's way.
Okay.
And we'll what? Would you guys like to see this?
Love to.
I would too.
Renee, why don't you take Claire? Now, you're used to working with your Springer Spaniel, who's a little smaller dog, so things might happen a little bit faster with the larger dog, and what I want you to do differently is when we're coming down the A-frame, just feed her treats a little more often to keep her slower and balanced. Okay, so let's go to the other side.
Thank you so much, Francis.
You're welcome.
Jan, thank you so much. We really appreciate all your efforts to help us. This has been so enlightening.
Thank you for sharing your information about Airedales with us.
We've learned so much today.
And also, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to see how awesome Airedales are.
They really are. Are they awesome or what, girls? They are. Have a very safe trip, ladies. Thank you so much. What a neat experience. Are those dogs great or what? I want one.
Me too.
Oh, you guys.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats. Quality does not have to cost more, and we only have the best. If your pet suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, or hair loss, it may be the result of their diet. A1 Pet Emporium can help. We offer pet portraits monthly, adorable rescue animals every Saturday from noon to 4, and free dog and cat food samples. Locally owned and operated, we want to be your neighborhood pet store.
What a fun show. This was really great. We not only got to see the camping thing, but the Airedales too. Did you enjoy the Airedale thing?
I didn't even know what an Airedale was, but I do now.
You see?
So I'm very glad.
Yeah, they are the tallest of the terrier breeds. It's hard to see them as a terrier, but there you go.
They look good for wrestling.
They looked good for everything, and the girls enjoyed them too.
Yeah.
Folks, if you want to see a certain breed, let us know. We know all about every breed, and we'll bring them on and we'll show you exactly what they can do and how expert they are for their breed. There are so many groups and different kinds of breeds of dogs who can interact with you. So remember, the whole thing is get your dog out of the backyard, off of the couch, and do something with him.
Yeah,
right?
There's all kinds of things you can do. Twister agility.
That's right, fly ball. There's dog jumping, there's barn hunting, there is so much, and
basketball.
We encourage you. Well, I don't know, unless you're a Disney dog, then you can do that.
That's true.
Absolutely. So do let us know what you'd like to see, because we love doing things that you want. So what am I saying here? Yes.
You can email Pat at dogtalktv.com. We're on Facebook. You can find us anywhere. But
And remember, we just absolutely be kind to your dogs. Take care of them. It is so hot. Jiminy. We've got to take care of our dogs in the heat.
We got to take care of our dogs. We'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Have a great week. We'll see you next weekend.
We're talking about dogs. Talking about big dogs, talking about little dogs, oh yeah. Chasing the ball, chasing the cat, digging hole, thing like that. Dogs, talking about dogs. Laughing dogs, sad dogs, happy dogs, mad dogs. Dogs, just talking about dogs. Lost and alone, running the street, checking the garbage, looking to eat. Out there sad and on their own, the law will get them if they got no home.